Hi, I'm Corey.
I'm Maggie.
And I'm Catherine.
And we're the Make Sense agency. And we want to show you our proposal for the CreativeCares advertising campaign.
Our objective is to increase general awareness of CreativeCares, get nonprofit organizations and creatives to participate, and the public to donate.
Our research consisted of a survey of students and interviews with a nonprofit coordinator and a board member. The surveys were conducted on about 124 University of Illinois students ages 17 to 26 from varying majors. The majority major was advertising. The following questions were asked of these students. Have you heard of CreativeCares? As you can tell, a majority of people had not heard of CreativeCares. I'm assuming the few that did are in jams or have heard about it through us. This one was, do you care about not-for-profit organizations? 1 being not at all, and 5 being very likely. So you can tell that most people were fairly interested in not-for-profit organizations. The last one was, how interested are you in working with CreativeCares now that they know a little bit about it? So again, not at all and very likely at 5. So somewhere in the middle, I'm sure that once they get a little bit more information that it can go up to a 5.
We also conducted interviews with a nonprofit board member and a non-for-profit coordinator. And the insights that we gained from that is that not-for-profit individuals are busy, but they prefer personal communications. NPO workers really like it when someone has a meaningful contact with them rather than a shallow business-based one. They really are focused on long-term goals. A not-for-profit agency would rather be taught to fish, so to speak, than given a one-time solution. And this has sort of led us to the understanding that they want to be brought into an understanding of the technologies they're using and taught to use them ongoing, even when the creative isn't involved anymore. They want to have long-term concerns met, and they normally take conservative approaches as opposed to aggressive, edgy approaches. Their budgets are long-term, and this reflects that. And the main thing that they want to know at the end of the day is that A, working with CreativeCares won't be a demanding thing. B, interfacing with creatives will be personal, comfortable, supportive. And C, that they will have control over the message they're sending and be able to sustain the messages themselves after the CreativeCares relationship ends.
So the insights that we've got from our research are that creative students are somewhat interested in CreativeCares, and that nonprofits want a personal, learning relationship with creatives who can help them get the word out. And for this relationship to grow, the creative must be specifically interested in what the nonprofit stands for.
So our strategy statement sums up both our consumer insight, the reflection of the not-for-profit, creative, and donors' view, and the brand insight, the special thing that CreativeCares can give them. CreativeCares matches the nonprofit who wants to get the word out without hassle or high costs, with professional creative volunteers who care about their cause.
Some of the mock-ups we've created are branding with the logo, YouTube and Vimeo in tap, Twitter and Facebook pages.
Now, we really believe that CreativeCares would benefit from a couple of branding considerations. For one, it needs a concise, recognizable logo to attach to all communications and really amalgamate brand content and brand sentiment with the consumers. We designed one that reflects the matching concept and preserves the original CreativeCares equation. Here's the proposal. As you can see, the puzzle pieces represent the matching concept. And we have a smaller version that brings them together. We also created an end cap video for YouTube and Vimeo reflecting this logo that preserves and reflects the original equation. Again, it says creatives plus nonprofits equals the greater good, and introduces CreativeCares. And one more time, just for effect. Good. We believe that the expression of this equation is pretty simple. We want to show them that we match creatives who care about specific causes, their specific causes in fact, with the nonprofits who are really working towards them, so that they together can add to the greater good.
So we also created a short video commercial that also goes along with the theme of the puzzle pieces. This is a storyboard going from left to right, and we have the voiceover that says, "Here at CreativeCares, we match nonprofit organizations with creative individuals, but we don't just pick any individuals, but we don't pick any creative either. We choose someone who cares about the nonprofit's cause. That way, they are both passionate about what they are doing together."
The Twitter strategy is a great opportunity to get real, interested site traffic. Our strategy consists of 3 types of tweets: informal, light, direct addresses to creatives and nonprofits; informative, inspiring interest links regarding relevant charities and NPOs; account promotion and homepage redirection. And we plan on targeting all 3 of CreativeCares' needed participants, which includes creatives, nonprofits, and donors, through these for a maximum word of mouth.
So our campaigns all utilize hashtags, normal tags, and link backs. We think these are really important because hashtags and normal tags really increase the following on Twitter, and link backs, of course, contribute to the great goal of our social media campaigns, which is just to bring more traffic to the site and convert over into participation from nonprofits and creatives and donor donations. So one example of a sump campaign that we could use for Twitter is the formula of an NPO world without creatives. The tactic is that it emphasizes the importance of having a relationship with creatives by showing how they've helped other creative agencies, other nonprofit agencies. And right here we have a very simple formula, which makes it really easy to reproduce the method. And it just says, without creatives, ... and then you cite a famous nonprofit organization and say that they would fall into some sort of foolishness, find some humorous way of twisting it. So, for instance, without creatives, a league of sweaty men in spandex would be the only WWF around. Or, without creatives, fewer people would know the definition of the word amnesty. Now, we encourage you to try to make up one yourself. This is a mock-up of what the Twitter page would look like, and again, it includes a lot of other tweets, examples of the informal light tone, the direct response tone, and the other tones that we've committed to, and we'd like you to read through those on your own time. Our Facebook strategy. Another formula, missing something, find your match, is the slogan. And the tactic here is to attract with visuals and hook with copy. We think this is a strong campaign because it lets the NPO know what it's missing and points to CreativeCares as the solution. The formula is simple. You depict a famous pair with one member missing, and you try to make them relevant to a specific type of nonprofit and hook that in with your copy. So we have a few examples. Again, this is the way the basic Facebook page would look. And right here, as you can see, it's just the new logo and the copy. Again, this is how the post formats naturally. The copy and the visual, which is supposed to hook them in to really get them reading the copy and interested in the visual. Right here's an example of how it'll come up when they click. This is the theater view on Facebook, and as you can see right here is the copy. This is a picture of a well-known cartoon figure, and it says, "You own an animal shelter? People want to help your organization, but they can't unless you get the word out. We know someone who wants to help you do that. Someone who cares about the animals as much as you do. We think you two should get together." The other ads follow the same format, and again, you can look at these on your own time. All of them adhere to the formula. Some of them have humorous implications. This one again is a Star Wars reference and appeals to social justice groups.
We've worked hard to distill the consumer, NPO, creative, and public insights in the brand. That's CreativeCares. Insights into a cohesive and impactful strategy.
We believe that our campaign will resonate with the general public, creative professionals, and nonprofit professionals, and convince more interested individuals to become involved with CreativeCares.
We in the Make Sense group thank you for your time.